Hello, welcome to another episode of Looking Good with Nate. As I promised in earlier videos, this is my reaction to the full trailer of Titan Season 2, which I'm really glad they dropped. That first trailer they dropped, that was really a teaser trailer, and they should have really marked it as a teaser trailer. I mean, I might have been a little bit more forgiving then, but I don't know. I mean, I'm really, I'm caught in a hard place, because I'm really glad that Titans, the TV show, the live-action TV show with Brendan Thwaites and the rest of the cast, and the DC Universe in general, that streaming service, I'm really glad it exists. But the majority of their content hasn't been exactly what I've wanted it to be. Which, I mean, it's not like, because when I say stuff like that, I sound like those crazy freaking comic book nerds and those Star Wars nerds, and it's not like that. Because, I mean, really, you're talking to a dude that likes the Ben Affleck Daredevil. You're talking to a dude that actually likes the Batman Forever. A dude that doesn't appreciate the execution, but enjoys the concept of Batman and Robin. So I have really loose, my standards are loose, but from a storytelling perspective, they're a little bit more stringent. And I mean, because the first season ended on a freaking cliffhanger, but not like an organic cliffhanger, just like an executive, studio type of cliffhanger. We're gonna cut off the last 2 episodes of this season. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut off the last 2 episodes. If the season comes back, then we're gonna smash those 2 episodes into 1 episode, maybe 1.5 episodes, and then they'll be on the second season. But because I mean, if we're gonna talk about good hangovers. cliffhangers like Ocean's 11, where he gets out of jail and then he drives off and then the car follows him out of the jail parking lot. That's a cliffhanger. Cliffhangers like The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan, where the police are following him, he goes off, he's going to do Batman things, but we don't know what those are. But then I mean, I can't really say Infinity War, because really really, the fact that Infinity War and Endgame are 2 separate movies is kind of like an executive cliffhanger, because they didn't feel like they'd be able to make money off of that huge movie that they really cut into 2 parts. I mean, because Endgame and Infinity War they're really one movie that just got cut in the middle, which, in my opinion, but I digress. I really want this to be good. There were lots of parts in the first season that I, really enjoyed. And I'm hoping that this second season builds on those moments, at least the moments I enjoyed, and, goes even further. Hopefully with this second season, the fact that they got a second season will allow them to go a little bit further, because, with some TV shows, you get a first season, you're, testing the waters. You're still trying to find your footing. And then the second season comes, the studio gives you more money. Now, and you find your footing. But now, what I was about to say was that just because they got a second season, they might have more money, doesn't mean that they found their footing. Because there have been TV shows in the past where you can really tell it takes a couple of seasons before the TV show even really knows what it is. Because just because you make something doesn't mean you really understand what you're going for. And I mean, I can say that as a writer. I mean, you can come up with a concept. You can even write a couple of episodes for that content. And I'm not talking about the stuff I've put out. That stuff. Well, I mean, but you never know. You never know. That's why you should check out my audio series on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Looking Good W/Nate and Titan Rage and Feral Fairgood. Let me know what you think. But there are lots of creators out there that really don't even know what they're creating. They're just creating it out of a necessity, because they need to they need to get it out of themselves. They need to put whatever this is in their head into the world, and they don't even fully know what it is yet. Hopefully it's great, maybe it's not, and but what they know is that they need to put it out there. And that's what it kind of feels like the first season of Titans was. I don't know, though. Let's see what season 2 has in store for us. Okay, his journey to become
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
You're not Robin anymore, so what now?
He's gonna be Nightwing.
Being Hawk and Dove was dangerous for both.
Probably
of
not
us.
till the end of
I
the season,
stopped.
though.
But if you can't, we're done.
You're asking me to choose between my destiny and you.
Maybe they're the same thing.
Okay.
I'm so tired.
End your little experiment or I will burn this place down myself.
There's ghosts in this place. Tell them what happened.
Look, I don't take orders from you anymore, man.
Get out of my way.
You're in my way.
Would you do it again? Devote all that time and trouble for someone who just wants to leave?
I would do everything exactly the same.
Of course you would, Bruce.
I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do.
I don't think you have a choice.
You ready for this, Grayson?
Yeah.
What is the deal with you and Shimmer, anyway?
Well, first, her name is Shimmer. That's just annoying.
Okay,
Ooh.
Krista. I guess I'm Connor.
Yeah, what the hell is this place, anyway?
This is a place where people like you can learn how to be the best version of who you are.
I hope I haven't broken this place.
Hello, Miss Coriander.
Who else did they send?
Just me. Sorry about that, Your Highness.
I'm glad you could make it!
Slade Wilson's why we shuttered this place.
Ooh.
Sooner or later, he'll come knocking.
He's gonna kill how many more now?
Now's the time. Be Batman.
Okay. It looks like an interesting story. I am enthralled. I am going to watch this. But, I mean, just that last line, even like, be Batman, that isn't the best writing. Because that's not what you want to set up Dick Grayson to be. Of course, I mean, it's just a trailer. It's just, maybe Dick Grayson's retort is, you know, I'm not going to be Batman. I'm going to be something better. I'm going to be something different. Because that is what Dick Grayson does. That's what he is. He's not trying to be a copy of Batman when he becomes Nightwing. He's trying to be something different. Even when he puts on the cape and cowl as Batman, he's not trying to be Bruce's Batman. He's trying to be a different Batman. He's trying to fill the shoes in the beginning, but then after he gets his footing, he's his own Batman. So I mean, even that, like, because what they should have said is, think of Batman, be better than him, or even better. Like, what would Batman do? He would retort, and then who's ever telling him that, I think it's Corey. All right, be better than that, because that's what we need right now. Like, that's the type of stuff that and that's just me off the top of my head. It's just like I feel like the vision is not there for this series. The vision just isn't there. They don't really get the epic scope that is the emotional playground that they have to, not even like, because it looks like there's going to be tons of powers in here. There's tons of costumes. They get that cinematic epic scope, but that's like, that's not the most important thing. Like, when it comes to comic book stories. I mean, I don't know. If you're in it to make money, then yeah, sure, maybe. I'm like, but then why did Batman and Robin do so bad? Like, they had the spectacle, they had the scope, but what were they lacking? The writing, the vision, and that's what I feel like this is lacking, just in a different way. Like, Batman and Robin went into a campy, very child-friendly route, and then this is just going down a more gritty adult route that's going to lead to the same place. There's still no substance there. There's still no there. There's like, it's I don't know. I haven't seen the season though, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. This trailer did not get me any more pumped than the previous trailer did. I mean, what I'm happy about is that the studios are trying to take this content seriously. They're putting money into it, which I greatly appreciate. That's a huge risk to them. which is why even though I don't necessarily like this, I'm still going to show up to it because I need the studio to keep having faith in these products, to keep taking risks on superhero movies. But what they just need to do is they just freaking need to get better creatives behind the scenes. And I'm going to look up who's the showrunner for Titans. Akiva Goldsman, Geoff Jones, and Greg Berlanti. Okay, so I feel like Greg Berlanti doesn't have a huge say in this though, because all of his TV shows have a very specific flavor to them. The heart is in all of those, even though I don't watch all of them. The heart is there. Geoff Jones can hit or miss. I just recently read Doomsday Clock number 10, which is written by him, and that really granted, I was on, I wasn't sure. I was on the ledge with that series. I'd read, obviously the first 9 before that. And, I didn't really, I wish it had a kind of a faster pace. That's personally what I would prefer. But then in the 10th issue, they really wrapped up all they were doing quite nicely. I mean, all the little tidbits, like they weren't just being random when they were writing those previous 9 issues. They were and not that I didn't like there were some of those, a couple of the 9 issues that I actually really enjoyed. The 9th issue was great. I think like the 5th and the 6th one were really great. I think the 2nd one was a good 2nd issue. Like there were good bits throughout, but just as a it didn't start out. Even like the first issue was cool for a first issue. It didn't blow me away by any means, but it was, adequate. And I'm not comparing myself to them. Like I could do a better job, but as a fan reading this, it was okay. It didn't blow me away. It like compared to like Grant Morrison stuff, Charles Soule stuff, Peter J. Tomasi's stuff. Even Tom King's recent run on Batman. Granted, I haven't read a single issue of that since the Wedding volume came out, just because I was so upset by how he handled that. It just is exactly not what I wanted and not what they were leading up to. Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna read volume 9 because it looks like it's called Cold Days. It looks like Mr. Freeze is gonna be the main big bad. Mr. Freeze is my favorite Batman villain. So, of course, I'm going to read that eventually. I'm just giving it a little space, letting them know, you don't just get my money. Like, I'm hopefully making them sweat a little bit. But, not just me. Apparently, Batman sales after the Wedding with Tom King's run went down dramatically after that issue or after that volume. So, it's not just me. But, I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it. And it's not that I'm going to be excited to watch it. I'm not going to go in there with, looking down on it like, oh, this is going to be such a chore to watch. Like, no, I'm going to be genuinely excited to watch this. I just really hope it doesn't let me down, because that's how I go in to watch everything. Like, no, this is going to be good. I have faith in the creators. I'm gonna watch this. They're playing with my favorite heroes. They're playing with some of my favorite characters. Even in general, when I'm watching something, I don't go into something if I think I don't watch something thinking it's going to be bad. I go into it thinking I don't know what's gonna happen. Granted, there are some movies that I go into it thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. But I never go into a movie or a TV show thinking that this is going to be horrible. Otherwise, I wouldn't waste my time with it. That I'm not here on this earth to waste my hours of my life watching things I know aren't going to be worth it. So I talk all this crap, but like it's not. I just want to put that in context for you. That it's not like I think this is going to be horrible. I just think that there was a lot of potential with this series that they're not necessarily cashing in on. So, as I said earlier, check out my audio series. Hey, crap on me if you like. Let me know if I'm crazy, if maybe I'm one of those creators that doesn't really understand the vision, doesn't really understand the creating. As I said, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Looking Good W/Nate. My Facebook page is also Looking Good W/Nate. Instagram page Looking Good W Nate, no slash, and then Twitter LGW/Nate. And obviously, like, share this video, comment below, let me know what you thought of my take on this, and thank you so much for watching. I always enjoy our time together like this.